channel and an intuitive life coach, and I want to welcome you to a morning message today. I'm not sure where the idea originated while I was in the shower, but as I was working through my time there, I had this thought come to my mind that humanity has reached this place where it is time to reset itself back to the vibrational frequencies of love. That we are here in this situation globally to release all of our past anger and fear and guilt and shame and mistrust. We are not in isolation. We are in a position of liberation. This is what I was being told. We are in a position of liberation, not isolation. That each and every one of us in some measure holds anger, fear, guilt, shame, self-doubt. Any of the children and offspring of fear, we all hold these in our hearts. And this time of isolation that we're in now is an amazing opportunity for all of us to literally stop and let go of our anger, let go of our fear, let go of our hate, let go of our guilt and shame, let go of comparing ourselves to others, learn to redefine who we are as individuals, to open our hearts to our greatest possibilities as individuals, which will in turn cause humanity as a whole to enable its fullest potentials as a species, as a whole. We look at the great cities we've made and the technologies that have unfolded that allow us to speak to each other as we do right now. And we have this opportunity to take that to a whole other level, to utilize this to form non-threatening communication, to love, honor, and respect each other in ways we never had before. But in order to do that, you have to let go of your anger, your fear, your hate, your guilt, your shame, your distrust of others, your fear of the differences of others. We are reaching a point where acceptance literally leads us all to transcendence. And when I ask, what do you mean by this acceptance leads us to transcendence? Whoever this being is, they said, it leads every one of you to a place of love. The relinquishment of your littleness towards anybody else, to release and relinquish that within you that would wish others harm or yourself harm, to release that from your mind, to release that from your thought, and to allow that which is within you, that which you truly are, to replace that, gives each and every one of you and your entire species the opportunity to liberate itself from the past. For many of you are simply replaying your past hurt, your past pain, your past anger, your past suffering. You replay it from the memories of before, from the losses of before, and you must forget your past to re-emerge into a better present, into a better future. You cannot emerge into something new from something old. You cannot rely on what you remember to create something completely new and different. They're saying take the time now to really go within, to search out inside of yourself, to release your doubt, your insecurity, to release your anger, your frustration, to release your desire to harm yourself or others, to release all of that. You are not in isolation. You are in a position for liberation, to liberate yourself from the old model of humanity, from the old model of individuality that says that our suffering must define our present, our suffering must define our future. This is the opportunity that you and all of you have to relinquish your suffering, to relinquish your fear, to relinquish your anger, to relinquish your judgment, to relinquish your violence, to rediscover that bright spark within you that is you, to give it life again, to breathe life into the light that is you and all of you. This light cannot be found through the darkness of the past. It cannot be found through that past in the present. You will only find the freedom you seek by letting go of those things which give you a diminishment of yourself and your expression. And anything which is fear, anything which is guilt, anything which is shame, anything which is hatred towards others, is like a cloth thrown out over the light of your own being, diminishing you from that which you truly are, a divine extension of infinite love, seeking to manifest itself fully and completely through you and all of you. You are not in isolation. You are not in separation. You are on the verge of liberation. You are in a position here and now to step away from what was before, to consider what it is you wish now your life to be, to extend that light in yourself to others, to entrain your consciousness to love. Your actions will be defined by the emotions and the feelings that you will choose to embrace. And many of you are still stuck in the past. In fact, there are entire subspecies of the human family that are stuck in the past suffering, in the past loss, in the past pain. It is time to release your suffering and liberate yourself from it. And as you liberate yourself from your anger, your pain, your fear, your guilt, your shame, as you liberate yourself from that, there will only be one thing remaining within you, and that is love. That is what you are. That is what humanity is meant to become, the greatest extension of love possible in the eyes of that which created you to be here. When I ask them, what can we do to really restore that? What can we really do on a moment-to-moment basis to really restore a feeling of love, especially if we're raised or have been experiencing pain? I know very well my past pain, my anger, my fear towards people from my past that have hurt me, things that have been done to me by others, things that I did to others. And looking at that, I can't get away from it, so I must let it go. And they said you have to go into a state of literally letting it go. You must reset yourself to this moment. You must restore to your temple the vibration that you would call love, that you would call joy, that you would call possibilities, that you would call playfulness. You need to restore that to your temple in this present moment and dismiss all others from that. And by that, they're meaning to literally dismiss our fear, to dismiss our anger. And I said, well, things have been done to me in the past. Shouldn't I be angry about this? I said, no, because that's been done. Let it go so you can reemerge in your present. Let your anger, your fear, your guilt, your shame go so you can reemerge from this place of the past. You must all know that the suffering on your planet is exclusively because of the fears you harbor, the anger you carry, the doubt and uncertainty that you have carried forward from the suffering of the past. It is time to liberate yourself from that. And you have created this condition. You have asked for this condition to be brought forth to give you the opportunity to step away from the old model of your expression as individuals and as a species that diminishes the light of your potential to be all that you can be, to do all that you can do, to connect to beings, realms of existence that are currently closed off from your current state of existence. In restoring yourself to love, and you restore yourself to love because it's already there by releasing that which is not love within you, to release from within you any judgment or anger or fear that you might have towards others, to release it from yourself, to find that place in you where you know that love is your strength, creativity is your strength, excitement is your strength, play is your strength, compassion is your strength, respect is your strength, caring is your strength. All the rest will not serve you, except as they have served you to suffer. You have created systems of government that have created veils of protection to attempt to keep you safe from the past, from what was before, from occurring again. But in the creation of those mechanisms, you hold on to that past, fearing it shall come again, and it comes again, and it comes again, and it comes again. For that which you fear shall come upon you. So it's important you release yourself from your past. Use this time to discover how to quiet your mind and your body. Use this time to restore the light of your being, the light of your passion, the light of your purity. And by purity, we mean the clarity of love's expression as an extension of the infinite intelligence that gives you the life that you currently experience and express. And it will give you more of that. But you must release your suffering and be willing to assist others in doing the same. Why do you not feed another that is hungry? Why do you do harm? If you seek to understand these things, you will simply do more of them. Simply do that which you know in your heart is right. There are some of them that would say to you, there is a level of complexity to that must be considered. Oh, if we assist that person, they could rise up and attack us. Oh, if I give that person this, then I will have less. But the imbalance of your current expression socially and politically has never served you. It has never allowed you to ennoble yourselves the way your Creator intended you to be ennobled. Sit and understand how to still your mind and your body. This is your starting point to quiet the mind and the body that you are in possession of. For you have this body and you have that mind and you have those emotions, but they are not you. They are instruments that were given to you to create the expression that you call yourself. But if you cannot operate this system, it is no different than getting inside a machine that you have no knowledge of operating. You must learn to still this body, to quiet this mind, to restore the ideas and feelings that you would like to see your life's expression represented as. And we can say this to you, that which you deem as good will be known as good by how it affects your body and your mind. You will know that which you deem as good for how it will affect others in this world, how it will affect this world itself. She is ready to heal if you will work with her. And there are those among your species that are the wise ones that understand this earth and her rhythms. Avail yourself of their knowledge. Your old models are collapsing, not because of your failure, but because of your inner knowing that it is time to change the old model, that you cannot sustain suffering and expect to have more life and to have it more abundantly. You cannot do harm and expect to experience joy. You must relinquish the old self and restore your awareness, your being, to the light that is love's expression. And there are many expressions of love, as there are many expressions of fear, but only one will give you life, the other will give you suffering. And if you are suffering, it is because you are holding on to your suffering. It is because you are attached to what was before and have forgotten your power to create, your power to manifest, your power to love. But you must establish that in yourself, this feeling of love, this feeling of passion. It is only from the establishment of that which is love within yourself that you can extend that to the world. You will know it when it is done, for you will see it in this world. Look at the silence you create now on this planet. Listen. The old model of fear is fading, and the new model of love is emerging from the silence within you. Learn to quiet your mind and your body. Learn to liberate yourself. Resurrect your light now. Release yourself from your anger, your fear, your guilt, your shame. It is through the process of what some of you call meditation that you may still your mind and body. These distractions, these gatherings that have distracted you from paying attention to the very love and light that is within you, that would guide you to be happy and joyous as an individual, as a collective, can only be found in the present moment. It cannot be found in anticipating a future. It cannot be found in the resurrection of the past. It can only be found in this present moment and at each moment that comes, to restore your awareness to love, to let no thought, no idea, no action come forth from anything other than love. And you will see emerging in this world as you are now, for there are many who are doing this right now, who are taking this opportunity to be grateful, to release the attachment to the external distractions, to reconnect to the light, the noble power that beats your heart right now, to reconnect to that, to allow its expression of life to come through you in the form of the joy of your being. And the joy of your being can come in many forms. But you will know if that joy is in harmony with life, for others will be inspired, uplifted, empowered. And this world will be inspired and uplifted and empowered, for she is alive as well. You can see her responding already right now, so quickly. It's as if hundreds of years of misdeeds can be undone in a single moment of joy. Step into love's heart within you. Release your past. Return to the present. You cannot be anywhere else anyway. Use this time to establish love in your mind and heart, and relinquish the fear and uncertainty that only your past can continue to give you. Rediscover what your love's expression is. And you will find the freedom right where you are. You will not need a nightclub. You will not need a hockey game. You will not need these distractions to remain in a state of love, to get your sense of well-being. For that which is established in your heart is immortal. That which is established in this world is temporary. And which would you have? The choice is yours. And all of you, here and now, have the opportunity to align yourself to one or the other. You cannot serve two masters. Thank you. Well, I hope all of you guys have a wonderful and a joyful day. Again, I'm not clear on who this being or this energy is from. I just know that it came to me, and that if I didn't do it right now, it wouldn't happen. It's like inspiration is like that. When information comes to you, you have to respond to it. Open your heart, open your mind to something more of who you are. You're not your thoughts, you're not your emotions, you're the thinker, not the thought. You're the feeler, not your feelings. You are literally the master of your body, mind, if you choose to assert that. And you have to learn that. I've had to learn it. I'm still learning it. But the more you do it, the easier it gets. And the easier it gets, the more you'll do it. And I want to thank you for coming out and listening to this video. Please share it, like it, subscribe to my channel. If you want to support my work, you can go to my Patreon account. The link is in the video description below. And support this work in any way. This is a great opportunity for us to really get into a place where we're living from a place that's right for us all of us, no matter what we want to be as individuals. As long as we're not coming from fear, then only good can follow. It's only fear that causes anything that harms. And yeah. Anyway, enjoy yourselves. Have a joyful day. Much love to all of you. And I'll see you next time.